Hey guys, Flawless Crested Geckos.
Oh, you're loud.
Will and Audra.
Jeez Louise. I don't have hearing, and now my left side over here.
Blah, blah, blah.
Because big mouth.
So here we go with a little NARBC recap. And first thing we'll touch on is, I guess, the travel time. It was miserably long.
Miserably long.
There we go.
Yes.
As you can see, we're still exhausted from the trip, and
it's been like what, 2 days, 3 days now?
Yeah, we had to play a lot of catch up. This has been by far our biggest show we've actually done, and it was very, very interesting, to say the least. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Travel time wasn't that bad. It was rough, but we enjoyed each other's company, talking and joking and
yeah, it was fun. We had
sightseeing.
We had good talks and jokes, and yeah, we're almost there. Well, I wouldn't say almost there, but we were pretty much close to being there. And one of our buddies from Gecko Junkie, Tristan, he was messaging back and forth with Will, talking about where to grab some food on the way in. And he said, have you passed the windmills yet? And we were like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I saw one little small windmill in somebody's yard. Well, about 5 minutes later, we understood what he meant by the windmills.
Tons, probably hundreds of windmills on the way out there.
Huge.
It was awesome.
Like hundreds.
Yeah. The venue for NARBC was held at the Renaissance, the
Schaumburg Convention Center.
Right, very large hotel, very beautiful hotel.
We felt bougie.
Yeah, all the amenities were perfect, spot on. It was really cool. Also, we want to give a special thanks to Brian Potter, who runs the NARBC. Thanks for having us. Hopefully, he can have us out there at Tinley. Plug. We've been trying. Also, thank you to Brian, Altitude Exotics. This has almost been like a Altitude Exotics second channel, because we always mention them. We're just very thankful. This man took time out of his whole week to come spend the weekend with us, work our booth, sit amazing. There. It was awesome. He was definitely a great help. We really appreciate him. Yeah. Also, very surprisingly, we appreciate you guys for subscribing. So make sure that you, I guess it's right here, subscribe.
It's somewhere.
Follow this journey. We're growing. I think we just peaked up over 400 subscribers, which is a big milestone for us, especially. We're steadily getting more and more comfortable, take after take, in front of this camera. But we really appreciate you guys. We met quite a few people there who knew of us, and we're very happy to meet us in the flesh.
Super humbling.
Even on the Flawless Exotics Creations channel, we met people who knew about us on that as well, which is kind of interesting, because that a little low on subscribers. But it was a really cool venue, and quite starstruck at times, especially with Wally. That was a pleasant surprise to see.
And Miss Nanette.
Wally, Nanette and Wally. Well, thank you guys so much for what you guys do for the industry, the hobby. Thank you guys for being the people that you are. We really appreciate it. They drove all the way down. I want to say it was still an hour and a half, I believe, drive for them one way. And they purchased a gecko. We sat, we talked. It was very interesting.
Good people.
Very good people.
Very good people.
So shout out to them and Supreme Gecko. If you're not a follower of Supreme Gecko, I mean, I don't know how you're even finding us at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they are the OGs in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was pretty starstruck over Patient Zero too.
Yeah, that was cool.
Pangea was there obviously as well, and they brought their star gecko, Mr. Patient Zero.
Right.
Which is super cool. If you haven't seen him or know anything about him, you should probably look him up.
And shout out to our Patreon subscribers, followers, patrons.
Yes.
We met Ty Kelly in
Yes.
the flesh. He's
Yes.
one of our patrons, and it was really cool meeting him. Really cool.
Yeah. And
Ty-
his lovely lady, Wendy.
Yes. Actually, we'll break for our sponsor now.
Yeah.
Guys, Will and Audrey here, Flawless Crested Geckos, here to invite you to become a member of our Patreon. Crested Gecko prices have skyrocketed over the years, but we have a fix.
By becoming a member of the Flawless family, you'll get benefits. Those benefits include early access to all of our releases. You'll get loyalty discounts of 5% off all across the board, no blackout dates, no blacklisted geckos, also included in our Black Friday event and our Summer Bash sale. You'll get free shipping all year long. You'll get a t-shirt on your 3rd month of subscription, just as our way of saying thank you. Exclusive content that's offered on no other social media platforms. And the biggest benefit of it all is we're going to set you up with a Flawless Crested Gecko savings account, which is your whole subscription fee put into an account where you can use it to buy whatever gecko. No gecko is out of the question.
So come over to patreon.com, Flawless Crested Geckos, and join the family.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
So Ty Kelly was one of our Patreon, is one of our Patreon members, and we did a drawing, which we're going to be doing on a regular basis, and he won a free gecko. But he opted to wait on shipping. Not only did he win a free gecko, he won a lily white. Very impressive lily white, already well started. And he opted to come pick up in person at Schaumburg when he heard that we were doing the event. So him and his wife drove out, and we met them, and it was really, really nice.
Yeah, it was. They were awesome. I got to take a picture with him. He was kind of busy. Very busy. It's like there was a rush of people all at one time. And so I got to get a picture with him and his lovely lady, and we talked geckos for a little while, and just what trajectories they were excited about going into. Right. So that was cool. We also had a pleasant surprise. Our vending beside us, vending buddies, Paul and Georgina Burns, who are also Patreon members, who also support us. Living Wild LLC.
Go support them as well.
Yeah, they're awesome. Good people. Very sweet, very funny.
And they won.
They won
best Rattle On Award by Dave Kaufman for best first show.
Yeah, so that
awesome.
was congratulations to you guys. You guys deserve it. You're very wonderful people.
Then we also want to give a shout out to Moonlit Geckos.
Yes.
Brooke.
What
young
a
lady.
precious little girl.
Yes. I mean, she knew so much about Crested Geckos, and we were in shock. Like, she just gave us fact after fact after fact. Then she went on and she watches all of our content, social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram.
She's been
YouTube.
on our website.
She's been on the website.
Yes.
She had her mom bring her down to the show so she could meet us. It was amazing. She received a t-shirt. It was really cool.
Very smart little girl.
Very, very
She's
smart.
got her budget together and her business plan. And
Absolutely. I've never really seen something like that for someone so young.
Small and young.
So young. But she's determined, so definitely shout out to her. Hopefully we can help push and enable her to do bigger and even better things. But she's right on task with what needs to get done.
Also, we had another little girl. Her name was Juliana, and she was very, 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 gecko. She wanted whatever gecko she could get.
Oh yeah, and her parents definitely kind of like snuck back and purchased the gecko for her.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see her response because they surprised her at home, so that was kind of cool as well. Then they had the NARBC US ARC.
Auction.
Definitely support US ARC. They had the auction where the proceeds go to US ARC. That was cool. And Nelly and his family.
So these people are just absolutely awesome. They ended up buying a gecko from us. And
but not only did they buy the gecko from us, they didn't know anything about the gecko. So that goes back to why we're actually doing these shows. It's more of an educational and informational task for us to get out there. A lot of people know you know, when they go to these shows, you're going to a snake show for the most part. We're getting there and we're having to just full-blown kind of educate and inform people that are walking through, looking at all the different reptile displays on what crested geckos are, how easy they are to care for them responsibly, and so forth. And when we met him and his family, we instantly connected, and we really just sat down and kind of talked to them and explained every aspect of it. You know, they didn't even show up there to purchase a gecko. They just came to the show. And they were leaving with a gecko and all its care, and they messaged us afterwards and everything. So those are the contacts we love to make. Those are the people we want to bring in to the hobby. So not only kids, you know, grown-ups, parents, we can bring you guys into the hobby by welcoming them with open arms.
Open arms and good information, because a lot of times you get out there and you've got, you know, people. We're not those types of people that just want to push a gecko out the door.
Right.
We legitimately want to educate and give the information that's necessary for these families to actually become invested in the hobby, to further the hobby and further the ethics of the hobby, surrounding the animal care and things like that. So that's something that we really, you know, push, as far as if you want to buy a gecko, that's great, but these are the things that you need to know in order to care for it appropriately. So that was pretty cool. Shows are a very good platform for us to be able to do that in the flesh.
Right. And you know, it's more of a thing for us where we can finally get out there and show what we do on a professional level. We treat it as our business. We're having a ton of fun because it is our business. And if you're going to do it like that, you need to handle things on all sides of it, you know, professionally. That being said, we're going to also start extending our range quite a bit. Everybody know Altitude Exotics is going to be out in Vegas September 10th. And now so will Flawless. We will be out there helping him now. We're lending him a helping hand at his booth. Believe he's going to have 3 or 4 tables, and we're both going to be out there in Vegas September 10th. Come out. We won't be vending it ourselves. We're going to be helping Brian out there, so we're going to fly out there and attend. So stop by, say hi, you know, talk us up. We love to talk, take pictures. We want the whole shebang. Also, we've been networking. As you know, we're good friends with Bob Vu at Bob's Balls. That man is a wealth of information across the board. We're also announcing we're going to be doing the Reptilian Nation show over in Atlanta. We're trying to get out there and do more of the bigger shows. We love the crowds. We love to put on our huge displays. We want you to come out and see our creative collection of crested geckos. So we'll be out in Atlanta September 17th for the Reptilian Nation show. We'll be there.
Yep. So just like going to the shows, and specifically this one in Schaumburg, it just gives us the chance to meet different breeders, meet different people, meet people that we've never met before.
Put faces to names.
It's just like, you know, Sacred Gecko. We've been able to actually see them in person and get to know them and eat dinner with them.
Robbie's
Reptiles was there. He's done like a little video. Kevin Moody with Fireside. Also, one that I got to actually speak with in length for a little while was Tom from Geckological Lake.
Yes.
I was so excited to actually be able to talk geckos with him.
JPM Reptilia.
Thank
you.
Jason with him, with his company. I mean, these people are the reason why we...
Celestial.
Yeah, Celestial.
Names are just popping up.
It's just like people are just popping up everywhere. Tyler and Maddie, like, it's just...
They're some of the nicest people you can ever meet too, you know, and we look forward to networking with them and seeing if we can help or they can help us, either way.
Snake Discovery
yes.
and Catalea, like...
Catalea,
those two that we've oftentimes watched ourselves from a distance, like, you know, it's just, it's so fun to actually get out there and see these people and meet these people that you have learned from and respect in our industry. So that was really, really cool. And there's probably like a lot more that I'm missing. I know there is, but you can't, mention every single person without going into an hour's worth of a video, because
Absolutely.
everybody deserves to be mentioned. Everybody deserves that, because everybody there was just awesome.
All right. What next?
I think that's it.
That's it. So that's our experience. Loved it. No negatives at all, honestly, other than how far it is from us. But we made that part fun as well. So, Flawless, Crested Geckos, Will and Audra, we out.
Nice.